Now, Apple Music is officially launching today at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And unlike Spotify or Pandora, you're going to have to pay for Apple Music. But with artists desperately trying to find ways to make money off of what they produce, Apple says that the $10 a month service is fair and right on time. Joining me now is Washington Post reporter Haley Tsukayama. Good morning, Haley. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So talk to us about Apple Music and what are consumers really going to be paying for?
Well, I think with many Apple products, a lot of what you're paying for is the convenience, right? This feature is going to be built right into your phone if you download iOS 9, and you're going to be able to, even for free, you're going to be able to stream the music that you own that's on your phone, which is something you weirdly haven't been able to do with iTunes before. What you pay for now, you get a kind of streaming access to all of Apple's, well, not all of Apple's, but most of Apple's iTunes library. You're getting their radio service, and you're getting the benefit of their recommendations, so new music that they think that you'll like based on what you have.
So you say not all of the iTunes library. Why not?
There's music streaming is sort of a big legal problem, and Apple, is trying to hammer it out just as Spotify has, just as Pandora has. But a lot of artists out there don't want their music streaming, the Beatles being the prime example.
But at the same time, I already have Spotify, and I'm signed up for Spotify, and I actually pay for Spotify so that I don't have to, have any of the ads, or so that I can listen when I'm not connected to the internet. Why would I want to switch over to Apple?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think the way that Apple's been selling it is sort of this music curation, this expert opinion that they're going to be able to lend with the For You customization service. So there's a tab in the music app that lets you, it's based on what you like. It's based on what their music people are thinking, sort of new music that they recommend. So it's sort of a discovery thing that they're trying to get you with.
Now, a lot of the time with Apple products, you need to do a lot of upgrades before you can try out the new goods. Is it the same situation here?
Yep, you will need to download iOS 9, which should be coming out today. At the same time, Apple Music is built right into it. We will have to see. Sometimes Apple's servers get a little overwhelmed and everybody tries to download at the same time, so patience is a virtue.
And, we've seen Alyssa speak out about Spotify, and we saw Taylor Swift, of course, take some issue with Apple Music and what was happening during the trial period. What else have you been hearing, for the most part, from artists about the way that they're going to be working with this new platform?
I think it's a really complicated question. Of course, we saw Jay-Z try and take the reins with his own service with Tidal. I think artists are really very concerned that in the streaming world, they aren't making enough money off of every play. Certainly, we've seen the era of the CD when profits were assured, kind of fall by the wayside. Even digital downloads are kind of on the wane now that we have these streaming services. And so I think people are really excited about the possibility of reaching a lot of people through streaming services, but the business model just isn't quite there yet.